Hey everybody, welcome back to Shine. I'm Jackzilla. I'm here with the eminent Armada, and we're going to be watching SFAT, PewPewU, Team CLG, and Mew2King and Plup. I think this is winners finals. This is the marquee match.
It's I'm very looking forward for this match. It's CLG for the most part. I clearly have the upper hand lately, but Mew2King Plup, if you look historically, is one of the few teams that have been able to beat SFAT on many occasions as well.
Yeah.
Both Mew2King and Plup playing a lot of Ultimate these days, so I guess we'll have to wait and see how their shape is in Melee. They did win a tournament not too long ago against CLG.
I actually kind of believe they'll be able to warm up quickly. Mew2King with his classic side saddle controller, Plup rocking the mosquito-proof net on his face, and we're going to be going into a warm-up first, I think.
No,
this looks real. Yeah, this is real. Let's go.
Yeah, Mew2King opting for the back throws. Don't really get too much out of it. It's very hard to get these type of games against Marv with super low damage.
Yeah.
Oh, another SD by SFAT.
Yeah, we saw that in the last set as well. It was just the one game, but it's, you know, something you might have the budget for against other teams, but you might not have the budget for against Plup and Mew2King.
Yeah.
So if this game gets down to the wire, we're going to be remembering that.
Yeah, pretty close game so far.
Yeah.
Oh, good China of shield by Plup. Yeah, Fox is down there, not safe on shield whatsoever. So these Chines, you'll probably keep seeing. Oh, great fair by Mew2King. Oh, he didn't go for ledge. He probably thought that PewPewU was going to try to sneak in there.
And right on the other side of the stage, it's just PewPewU 1v1ing Plup for the entire duration of SFAT's tussle with Mew2King. And ends up getting forced out. Mew2King is so good at the ambiguous recovery. There's been 3 times in this game already where I'm like, this feels like this could be a spot where PewPewU could, SFAT or PewPewU could kill him, and then he just kind of poofs on stage and he's all good. I think he's a little bit like PewPewU himself in that way.
Yeah, it's all the experience over the years. Mew2King been around the longest of D-top smashers.
He's old. This is boomer. This is the boomers versus I don't know if they're Zoomers, but they're definitely Gen X. SFAT and PewPewU. Yeah.
Plup barely surviving.
Ooh, that's a nice stop for PewPewU though. They're looking pretty good at the beginning of this, both at high percent, so there's a chance that if Mew2King and Plup back quick, they could keep it back to even, but
I think one thing a lot of teams are not very good at using against PewPewU that they are doing a lot themselves is just getting these grabs and the Fox is just going for the up smash. It's very simple conversion, but it's so effective. I know Marv is better at it than Sheik, but it's one of these easier kills you can still get and reliable. Oh, such good evasion by PewPewU. Did you see that? He was comboing Plup, and then at the moment when Mew2King was going to try to interrupt, PewPewU just avoided, and Mew2King was only hitting Plup. Really good recognition there by PewPewU.
Yeah. CLG in quite a bind right now as SFAT tries to close up. See, this is one of those smart decisions we were talking about, kind of the opposite of this earlier with someone coming down from the platform before their teammate. The delay and Mew2King to just let Plup at least have the chance to defend him is really good. Just little micro decisions that always good to see.
Needles?
Oh, CLG in a big bind. They brought it back to last stock. Yeah. PewPewU in a bad spot. I think they need him alive to win this game, yeah. So how did SFAT, how did him landing there actually create enough of a threat to save PewPewU?
I honestly don't quite remember the situation. So I'm sorry.
Yeah, I've always wondered though, why it sometimes is that people will abandon edge guards just from somebody showing up. I feel when the risk reward is really good.
Yeah, I think it has a lot of times to do with timings that they. Oh, okay, he got it.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, a lot of times it has to do with timing. You're afraid that they might, attack you in time, and I guess it comes down to like, yeah, partly risk reward, but also like how likely is he gonna be to be able to interrupt, you know,
right,
the flow.
And
of
if you're
edge guard.
Fox, that's a pretty high likelihood.
Yeah. And the thing is also, if you're like on the ledge, for example, and you're focusing on like the opponent you're trying to edge guard, Fox, like he can shine you off the ledge, for example. It's like very, very quickly can the situation turn bad.
Right, you're not going to be able to refresh if you're on the ledge for invincibility. You're not going to be able to get back on stage. So you might as well just abandon the whole affair and take the stage position.
Oh my god, that was such a quick stock. Double up smash tipper.
It's literally the opposite of SFAT's SD. It's like instead of beginning a game at an immediate disadvantage, let's just get some quick ones. They might get 2 here. Yeah. That's something that I really admire in SFAT in particular, but PewPewU as well, is they just are 2 of the best players at mental resets. And I think part of that is Coach Bobby, part of that is the players. They don't seem to get tilted very easily at all, if ever.
Yeah, no, I totally agree. It's like their mentality is stronger in teams than singles, you know? Because they want to win, not only for themselves, but also for their teammates.
Yeah. And I think there are some players that's like, it's a nervous thing to have somebody relying on you, but I think they get a lot of strength in having someone to lean on.
Yeah, Plup is really struggling this game so far.
Yeah. Yes, sometimes you look down at the scoreboard and oh, wait a minute.
Yeah, Plup is playing like a very like aggressive, like high risk, high reward styling team. Like he wants to go in. He wants to, you know, do his thing, press the buttons, have a good time. But it's a hard style to execute perfectly at all times.
Mew2King? Wait.
Yeah, I was too low, too low. Yep, that's a panic, or not panic, but like the early up B again.
Yeah.
They're very common. Oh, that was so good!
Oh my god. Plup has like been on this last stock for the majority of the game at this point, and he is trying to pay his debt to Mew2King.
Yeah. No, he has been playing really good the past minute or so. That shine, like they needed that shine. That's like their one chance. Oh, that fairy's so good. Can he get the ledge? Nah.
And that's another kind of mental fortitude, right? You compliment CLG. It's the same thing with Plup. And now he takes another stock from Mew2King. We're ready to go.
Plup didn't get a proper punish there. Okay, Mew2King and PewPewU, their main focus now is really stay alive. And on this stage, yeah, that's like the strategy I would like to see more from Mew2King and Plup is Sheik's needles are so good on this stage.
How did you feel about SFAT naring in place, mixing up short and full hops for 10 seconds? It's like, that's the wall, right? They're saying you're at high percentage. We know you can't take this risk, but Plup and Mew2King are able to break through that wall and go up 2-0.
Yeah, no, that was a clutch comeback for sure. But one thing I wanted to mention, like on this stage, I feel like with Sheik on this stage, it's very, very good because like you're always pretty much going to be on the ground, right? Because you have no platforms on FD. So when Sheik has full needles, what me and Android always do. So this is an advice to all Sheik teams out there. What me and Android was doing was I was literally telling him half a second before I was jumping, and then he shoots. When I'm still on the ground, and then I leave, and the needle tree is coming, and either it's very likely that they get hit by the needles or they shield. And if they shield, I get safe pressure. And if they get hit, I get a free hit.
Yeah, you get win-win. You can actually checkmate, right?
It's incredibly good. PewPewU and SFAT actually have noticed me and I are doing that a lot. So they have like, you know, developed counter strategies of like attacking early instead and stuff. But it's still a very strong strategy for Sheik on this stage.
And that goes back to something we talked about way back, which is that you and Android were able to make it so that your 2 characters are essentially operating with one brain. You're giving somebody information before something happens. And like that level of communication means you can play at just a completely different level.
All right, pretty good, close. Oh no! Mew2King didn't believe PewPewU was still gonna just be by the ledge.
Yeah.
Shike's back. Yeah.
Ooh. I'm seeing. Oh man, I'm seeing no signs of rust from Ultimate. This is SFAT's 3rd SD in like 5 games, right?
Yeah, always the first stock as well. I hope he picks it back up. That's not... Oh, that's good. That's good. Yeah, forward throw below like 30% from Sheik. Like, it's not going to knock over whatsoever. So it's a really, really good combo throw below 30. Yeah. Good recognition by PewPewU, noticing Plup can't uppy back up on stage. So all he has to do is grab the ledge.
Yeah, it's a cool little check with the up B that if they couldn't get back, then you'd hit them, and if they can, then you could just grab it. Nice. That's actually an amazing sequence from PewPewU. He actually just controlled so much of Plup and Mew2King's like destinies, where he's able to carry the Sheik off stage, and then he's able to get back on stage and protect the SFAT's recovery, and then begin this whole sequence that we're still in now. I'm always like very impressed with how he's able to handle Marth in doubles, which was traditionally kind of a difficult character before he kind of showed how it was done.
Yeah, no, a lot of people did not even consider Marth like a good character in teams. Like, very weak compared to how strong he is in singles. But, you know, Kevin proved a lot of people wrong.
I like that he completed the side B. Sometimes it's there. It's like, it's there, so why not use it once or twice?
Yeah, that's a good sequence there. SFAT just, you know, keeping the chain grab, letting PewPewU get the kill. Sometimes in those scenarios when you're off stage and you know you're gonna die anyway, it's just worth it to you know, go down and, you know, kill yourself and get back sooner so your teammate doesn't,
you gotta
keep getting chain grabbed.
You take the pill real quick, get back in the game.
Oh, I respect that choice by PewPewU.
Yeah. That's the same thing as the fourth hit of the side B, right? It's you use it because it's there. You go for it. I think that was a lot more confident from PewFat. We really haven't seen like the kind of massive team combos that I think peak CLG can pull off. So it's interesting to me that they're winning without them. I think that you know, if they're able to bring that into the game as well, Plup and Mew2King are going to have to kind of level up their gameplay as well.
Yeah, I feel like this set we have seen like moments of brilliance from CLG.
Yeah.
But then it's been like moments where things just very clearly did not go their way. But if they can keep up the gameplay from Game 3, this very clearly could go to a Game 5.
Right. They're looking for the reverse sweep. That's the...
That was a beautiful angle by Plup. And yeah, giant spike.
Yeah. Maybe it really just comes down to, in a lot of ways, Plup, because the games that Mew2King and Plup have won have been ones where Plup is just absolutely popping off.
Yeah, it's kind of the thing with Fox and teams. Like Fox, like the aggressor normally, they have to play more on point. The defensive player, they do play an important role, but they don't, like, you know, get as many of the kills traditionally and stuff like that.
You got to actually close the sale, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Plup sitting in center, waiting out rolls, waiting out, you know, wave dashes in, but not by PewPewU. Plup in the 1v2. See, even right there, that amount of pressure is so good. Like, they did get the first hit on him, and then they were able to put him in a really bad spot, even while Mew2King is invulnerable. I think the 2v1, you know, maybe there's a world where they get that kill on Plup, but I think it's good that they even got some pressure out. Right now, though, 6-4, high percent on two of these guys. This is kind of Plup and Mew2King running away.
Yeah, no, it is. It is.
So if you're PewFat, what's the #1 priority? Do you try to attack the support? Do you try to 2v2, 1v1? Where do you go from here to save this game and save the set?
No, I think double teaming Plup is the way to beat Mew2King and Plup on average. Partly because like you have more, you know, Fox. You can more easily or quickly add up damage, right? Since he's playing Fox. And then also, Mew2King, a little bit like a lot of the other supporters, they want to stay back. They want to go in on their terms.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
That's exactly what they did. They just took, I think, 2 quick ones from Plup with SFAT on the left side of the stage and PewPewU on the right. That brings the game back to almost even. Mew2King, though, still sitting 130, 140. Yeah, I think Plup knows now, because it seems like he started to get a little bit more defensive, picking his spots more carefully. He's realizing that he's the carry of this game, and it's going to be won or lost kind of on his back.
Unfortunately, he gets kill on Mew2King.
Oh, that was almost the
no.
sequence of Mew2King responds in time. And that means it's the Marth 1v2 versus Sheik Fox. And he does not have the percent to be very healthy or to be able to crouch cancel. Yeah.
All right, Mew2King and Plup takes it 3-1.
3-1, they're going to the grand finals. There's a chance at a rematch later, but
Ultimate players coming in and dominating Melee.
man, that's been a thing, right? It's like people go and they play Ultimate, and then suddenly they've learned. It's like Mr. Miyagi. Like you wash his car and you mop the floor. That's what Ultimate is for Melee players. It's learning these alternate fundamentals, and then you come back to the game and you're fresh and clean and intelligent.
Yeah, no, I feel like you can learn, like different Smash games pushes certain areas more. Like some areas in Ultimate is more important than in Melee and vice versa.
Yeah.
So you have something to learn from every Smash game. Same thing with 64 and stuff as well.
Yeah.
Like if you look at Wizrobing his Hungerbox in singles, for example, it kind of looks like he's playing a game of 64.
Yeah, it's one of the reasons it's like when he starts camping the top platform, I think there's a little thing in his brain that's been trained. It's like, well, this is just a 64 game. Like it doesn't phase him. It doesn't feel different. It doesn't feel like he is playing a different style specifically against Hungrybox.
Yeah.
Which I think is a bane to a lot of players, is Hungrybox forces them to distort how they play. But for a player like Wizrobe, it's like, well, I play 64. It's just like a 64 game. I'm not sure how that relates with Ultimate and doubles, but I'm going to assume it does, because Plup and Mew2King look great, and CLG have been great all year. So they've leveled up